Now we're gonna get enemies, because of course those containers... What the fuck is that? Reload the weapon with one shot. Okay. Let's jump right into this. Revolver ammo. Always, Where's that other guy at? No one gets out alive. Oh, dearie. We are getting the old and out and out. Oof. Savagery is real. The savagery is real. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is move faster through this area, because I feel like it's not one of those ones where you can just kind of shoot everybody down and just kind of make it work. Ow, what the fuck, you jagoffs. Get away from me. So you're getting back at me now, you sack-sucking assholes. Yeah, that's right, that's what I thought. You didn't want none of this shit, did you? Since I'm never one to walk away from a fight. Ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Didn't think so. Oh. I guess they're, Oh no, I don't have any fucking flares left. Oh god, why did I chance it? I could have been out of there. Oh god, I gotta go back to the fucking beginning. Sometimes you just gotta chance it. Hopefully I'm going the right way. Oh god, Jesus. We're not gonna make it. Wait, why do I feel like I've been over here before? Get in that driver's seat, Alan. Just fucking do it. Yeah, let's switch to the pump action. It's probably a little bit more refined for our tastes. Jesus, Alan. I was fucking shitting my pants. I was like, I had no flares. fucking running low on everything. Morale, fucking manuscript pages, fucking typewriters. They fuck you, they fuck you, they fuck you with the cell phones. There we go. Good old fucking steel horse, get over here. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. You guys ready for round 2? Let's do this. Oh, that's right. I ain't got time to bleed. Okay, let me in the car. Ah, Jesus, stop ducking and diving. This is not how I expected to spend my week in Bright Falls. Not at all. Wait, what is the point of this? Wait, so this was the exit area, and apparently it gives me a car right at the end for no fucking reason. Thank you. Fucking thank you. That doesn't go anywhere. It gave me a checkpoint. Oh, you soylent green asshole. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. I don't think we go that way. It doesn't. I mean, it kind of makes sense because I thought that was where I originally. Oh my god! Fucking please don't tell me I went the wrong way. Because that looks like my old car that I abandoned the first time I got in here. Now I'm stuck behind it. Oh come on, Alan. Fucking. Oh my god! Are you serious? Come on, Alan. Don't fucking do this to me. That's where they jumped over the railing. Okay, so I probably was going a wrong direction, I think. Maybe. I definitely was, because I keep forgetting there's like a little mini-map in the corner that, that and it's starting to swirl, you know, that... Definitely, I think that's where the manuscript page was, and this is where the exit truck should be. You fucking bastard. Oh, Merry Christmas, Seraph Angel. At least somebody stopped in. That and chat's usually dead when nobody stops in, which is sad. I find myself rambling. It's like talking to yourself, except it's on a stream. I should have worn my Christmas lights, but I didn't think they would be captured in the frame because I have a little corny-ass set. A little corny-ass set. Me? I've been alone to stream here for a while. I think it's mostly because it's probably Christmas, so, you know, people are probably suffering the family situations, you know. That's what most of the stuff is. Yeah, I don't really have Christmas. Once you get to be a certain age and you live by yourself, you don't celebrate Christmas. You're just kind of like, fuck it. But at least I have my little festive lights. You see this? Oh, there goes my fucking phone again because that's exactly what happens. But yes, I got my little festive Christmas lights. Huh. Why does it seem like there's arrows everywhere? Are all of these arrows? Do they go somewhere? I got an arrow I thought that pointed off in this direction, an arrow that pointed... Unless his bolt goes the same place. It probably does. No, I'm probably not going to go offline for a while. just because I'm probably gonna have to find something else to play after this. I probably might even just download Alan Wake's American Nightmare after this and play through that, since it's kind of a continuation. Well, actually, no, there's this DLC that comes with this. Oh, fuck. This DLC that comes with this particular one. It's the Writer and the Signal. Okay, I love that. They give you goodie boxes, but they usually put at least 20,000 guys near it just to make you... Actually, the funny part is I think I do have a Christmas-based horror game creeping on my library. I think it's like, it's connected to like the Boogeyman series. It's kind of like a weird Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's got killer snowmen. I could always download it. I haven't even played it yet, because I think I'm an impulse buyer. I buy stuff, and then I don't ever even end up playing it, because I think I try to figure out a way to weasel it in there. I don't think there are too many Christmas-based games as far as I know. I think horror is probably the better one for that. That's the funny part. Horror, you know, you can blend any genre with it. New games? I don't know if I have too many new games. I'd have to check my library. Can I check it from here? I probably can't. I probably should buy a new game, because I think I've been just playing random shit for a while. Ooh, the hunting rifle. It's my favorite gun. Got one of them damn hunting rifles. Audio from the microphone? Let's see. What's it at now? I think that might work. I think it's louder now. Now it's in the yellow, so that's good, as long as it's not in the red. Okay, why won't it let me return back to the game? There it is. It's probably also the game audio, too. I might even have the game audio up too loud. Okay, nothing in here. Creep up the stairs here. I think it should be louder now, right? If not, I could always bring down the game's audio. Well, I'm here to talk to Unlucky You. I don't know, I think any chat is usually good, especially during games, because... You know, most people don't even talk on the chats. I see people watching sometimes. I mean, which is a lot better, because, you know, I usually prefer some sort of chat, because then at least it gives you something to kind of riff off of. You know, somebody will be like, oh, I like this game so-and-so, and then, you know, you can bounce off it. Usually with most streams, it's just dead. Just get down them damn stairs, get down in the bottom of the ground here. We got to open the gate up. Let's take the Bright Falls truck. Not feeling that weird cerulean blue. I wonder why they even put driving segments in this thing. I don't even get it. It's just like so random. I think it's probably because the game has got lots of space to flesh out here, maybe. Oh, I know you're gonna come to life. I see you, you damn truck. Yeah, I think it's also because... yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people did leave recently. I know that Ninja and all them left, and a lot of the big ones are jumping ship. But I think a lot of the streams, people don't talk too much in them. I don't know, I think it's also because most people have a preferred streamer they watch, maybe. I think that's kind of sad because, I mean, a lot of people don't move out of their comfort zone to go watch other channels, you know, because when you hear people mention streamers, it usually comes down to Ninja or PewDiePie, even though they've been around forever, I guess. I mean, the funny part is I think I've had my channel forever, but I never really did anything with it because I think after a while you realize it's not easy to break into the streaming market because a lot of it's sort of cut off by the big two. I mean, I see people that have probably more subscribers than I'll ever have in my entire life. I mean, at one point, I considered doing contests for my channel because the one thing I noticed is a lot of the big YouTubers, a lot of them don't do contests, which I always found kind of bizarre. I mean, if you're making, you know, your net worth is like $30 million, like, why don't you do more contests? You figure you make most of your money off the monetization and off of your subscribers. They always tell you, you know, how much you mean to them. Like, oh, you mean a lot to me as a subscriber. I'm like, well, okay, could you take some of that $30 million or something, and every month or so, or 2 months, do like a contest stream? Ow, what am I getting attacked by? Oh, fuck, missed. Whoopsie! I don't know any of the streamers, and I don't care about any else, so I'm not the ones that have many viewers watching at the same time. Yeah, no, that's why I think I never got into watching a lot of YouTubers or streamers, because I think it's when somebody has like 30 million, you know, stream subs or some shit like that, and you pretty much don't even make a difference. Like, you're not really part of a community that much, because I feel like once the subscriber gets to, or the streamer gets to a certain level, they just stop interacting. They stop really caring about any of their base. That's why I said the contest thing was a neat interaction, which is why I don't get why a lot of them do that. It's like rewarding people for being around that long. Instead of just saying, you know, thank you all the time, like I couldn't have done it without you. I'm like, well, then try rewarding some of them, you know, try giving them something for, you know, being there that long. Give them a reason to stick around. Yeah, exactly. I hear it a lot from a lot of streamers, and it's nauseating. I mean, a lot of them usually like, oh, God, it's so terrible, you know, some of the people that come... I was like, bro, you've got, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're gonna tell me you can't deal with a few people that are obviously toxic. It seems like a pity party. Like, I'm a fucking VIP streamer, and you should pity me. I'm like, no, you shouldn't. I was like, you take the good with the bad. That's how life works. Not everybody that obviously frequents streamers are going to be extremely nice people, and crying about it and on, you know, your streams is just pretty depressing. Yeah, they ignore most people as well. Exactly. Which I always think is funny. I usually used to just let the subscribers just play games. Like, sometimes I'll have people drop in if I'm playing Bloodborne or something like that, and I'll just be like, you know, they'll be like, you know, can I play? And I'll be like, well, sure, shit, let me set up if it's a multiplayer game, sure, let me get you in here, you know, engage the people you play with. Even if you can't remember all of them, I think it's nice to at least try to engage them to a point where you're trying to keep them enjoying your content, which is something a lot of, you know, YouTubers don't. They play with a very small, select, tiny group. They don't run contests. Like, you know, maybe they should, if they have 30 million subs, say, let's do a contest where you get to play an actual, you know, a game with me or something like that. Something that kind of keeps them in the group. I mean, people appreciate stuff like that. At least they should. But just, I don't know, like some streamers, they just get too big. And they don't even care anymore. Freaking Christmas lights. Yeah, they are money hungry. A lot of them like shill items, which I don't like. I don't like any YouTuber who. I mean, I guess I can't. If you're low tier, I could see shilling, you know, shilling stuff. But I mean, if you got like your net worth is extremely high, I mean, I don't trust people that are at that level. I think it was like Bill Hicks who had a line about that. He said, "You, what the fuck was it?" He said, if you shill a product, it was something to the extent, it was like, if you shill a product, you're off the artistic roll call forever. Saying that because I think it was in regards to Jay Leno when he said it, but he was talking about, like, Jay Leno being worth millions and millions of dollars, and Jay Leno essentially was shilling products to people, like, you know, eat Doritos or whatever. And it's just like, are you really that much of a piece of shit? You got to sell a product. Like, I don't even like licensed products, because they used to do this, like, this used to be a big thing. Like, I don't know if you play guitar or have ever bought a musical instrument. They'll tell you, you know, a musician will throw their fucking name on a shitty guitar. And they'll be like, oh, it's the, you know, the James Hetfield fucking signature model. Signature model shit is the biggest con in the fucking world.
I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy.
But yeah, I think I see a lot of YouTubers now that shill stuff to their... And it's not really right, because I feel your demographic, depending on what demographic you're aiming for, I think that if your demographic is extremely young, I think it's extremely careless and extremely disgusting to try to shill this lifestyle to kids. I mean, it probably makes them feel insecure. It makes them like, you know, why don't I have this stuff? Why don't I have all this cool shit? And most of the stuff that these big YouTubers have, they paid for with their subs money, pretty much, and the monetization that comes with shilling to their fan base, which I don't like. I can't shill. I'm the type of person that wouldn't be able to shill. If I know something's good, I might mention it offhand or tell, you know, you should check out this movie or you should read this book. I'm not trying, obviously not getting anything from the author or, you know, the director or whatever. I just feel that if a product is good, you should tell people about it, but never go so far to shill the product, because that's really crappy. It's like overselling or upselling. They usually call that in the... They call that in the, what is it, the service industry. They usually call it upselling. Never upsell a product. If a product is good, mention it and move along. But never try to tell somebody it's the greatest thing since, you know, whatever. It's not a good mentality for kids. It's also one of the reasons why a lot of those microtransaction games are so popular. I mean, people say, well, it's not gambling, it's not bad, but the problem is they sell cosmetics to kids because they know that they want to one-up or look better than their peers, so they constantly sell them a lottery to sell them a product. It's not healthy for children or anybody, to be honest. Of course, they have a million subscribers, so you can't fight with them. I mean, I'm probably sure if I named any YouTuber or streamer that was more popular than me, I'm probably sure I would have a load of flack, and just because of that alone. Or they might assume it's being, like, petty, like, oh, you're just being mean-spirited because, you know, they've got more subs than you. And I'm just like, not really. I was like, I didn't get into streaming to get 1 million subs. I think it's mostly... I don't know, it's okay. But I think a lot of people just get into streaming because it's fun. You know, if you're the type of person who likes interacting and socializing, streaming can have multiple benefits. Unless you're somebody who's in it for the money, then it's extremely low. I don't know, I was just talking about essentially just like, you know, streamers that shill products are not really good people, because the demographics they pander to usually happen to be impressionable kids that you shouldn't be selling that type of mentality to. Like, you know, you should buy these headphones or buy this officially licensed mouse pad because it's got my name on it. I don't get the whole shit behind that. Oh no. The only way you could make money as a streamer is essentially if you get a lot of people, which would require, say, something like PewDiePie's fan base. PewDiePie probably makes a shit ton of money just alone off of monetization that he doesn't really need. He doesn't probably even need a job. I know I would never make enough money off of this because... But I think a lot of them don't even get it from just monetization. It comes from, you know, shilling products or doing, like, little product placement sponsors. Okay, these guys are boxing me in here. God, there's a lot of enemies out here. Oof, my hand's numb. I'd say some of us work hard for the millions, but I fall asleep during meetings. Yeah, I think it's also because entering into that particular market, you have to become cutthroat. I don't think I could ever do that. I'm not the type of person to stab people in the back for money. I think that's probably why I never got ahead in a lot of stuff, because I think that if you have to jettison your humanity for fucking cash, then you really need to reevaluate your life. Because I've noticed that's the only way you get ahead. Because I remember when I worked in the film industry, that's what it was. It was constant fake people, constant sucking up of people to get... I don't know, I'm not saying, like, owning business, but I mean, like, the type of people that would do so at the expense of being a decent human being. Because, you know, a lot of people I used to meet in the industry, like the film industry, were the type of people that would stab somebody in the back just for the opportunity to just get, like, a role. I mean, I have, like, an IMDb. I wasn't anything fantastic. I wasn't fucking, like, you know, lead actor or whatever. But, like, you would spend enough time around these people, and you would realize that a lot of these people would just, you know, would kill their own mother. Kill their own mother for, like, a fucking walk-on part with a single line. And I never really got ahead because I couldn't do it. Like, I would just, like, no, I'm just going to do my own thing. And, you know, a lot of times the funny part is you'll find that it works out. Like you said, how you own your own business. A lot of times if you ignore what everybody else is doing, you don't even bother with their drama or get sucked into it, you can usually do pretty well for yourself in those regards. I think that's why a lot of people don't make it too far ahead. They don't ever end up, you know, having anything of worth, is because they get sucked into the drama. And if you basically just ignore those people, you know, for most part, you'll end up, you know, in most cases, either starting your own business or owning businesses or... Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I did say something about particular streamers, I probably would. They would probably flag me because I'm, you know, my channel's a nobody channel. But I don't know, it's just like I see enough of this stuff. I'm just like, most of those streamers just irritate me because they're very... What the fuck is the word I'm looking for? they're very fake. They come off as very fake people, and a lot of those streamers, that just bothers me. Yeah, it's because their feelings get hurt. They might not say it, but you know, like, oh, well, why doesn't... I was like, I didn't even watch, like, streamers, like, growing up. Like, I think I get... I get ragged on a lot. I was like, maybe I am falling behind in the pop culture, like, arena, but I don't know. I just never got into it. That's pretty much why... Well, one of the reasons why I even started my channel is just to give me something to do. Because I figured, you know, I think it's not the idea that I talk to people. I think it's more or less that people in the chat might find common ground to be able to, you know, enjoy the company of other human beings, not just to stop in and just, like, you know, watch their favorite streamer just talk about themselves in a really pretentious and self-important way. You know, because I used to see that in some streams. Like, I remember one time I did a stream, and there were, like, a couple of people that were just kind of talking with each other. They were talking about stuff, you know, their favorite part about the game, and they were actually having a conversation, which I felt was kind of more interesting to me than just the idea of them interacting with the channel. Because it was sort of a community. I mean, you don't see that too frequently. I mean, there's, like, you know, obviously subreddits to certain YouTubers, etc., but I don't like a lot of those communities because they just one-up each other and shit all over each other. It's a long trip. Fucking birds. I like birds, just not those birds. Whoop. Okay, I don't know why they didn't give Alan a jump feat, like a climb feature. He has to, like, do this weird, Okay, that's probably a checkpoint, so let's get in it. Just in case I die. Oh god, let me in. Let me in. Yeah, I think I've been streaming kind of on and off for a while. My numbers aren't really too great. You know, people drop in every once in a while. I usually sometimes get, like, you know, 4 people that drop in, or probably periodically, not all at once. I don't usually force people to subscribe, though, because I'm not the type of person. I'll just usually tell them, I was like, you know, hey, if you want to subscribe, I was like, you know, that's perfectly fine. If you just happen to be stopping by and I amused you or entertained you for even 5 or 10 minutes, you know, that's also a good thing. Then again, it's like, I think my numbers are spread across multiple platforms. I think I have, like, maybe 14 on YouTube. I got maybe a handful on Twitch. I don't think I have any on Mixer, maybe 2. I think my problem is I also didn't solidify exactly what my username would be across all of the platforms, so it makes it confusing. Yeah. It's actually like a multi-platform stream because I have Streamlabs, and Streamlabs has Mobstream, I guess, was built into it or free for a time. So it'll, like, since I'm streaming here, it'll stream to the other platforms. Like, I'm streaming to my Facebook page, I'm streaming to Twitch, Mixer, YouTube. I think it's also because it's like approaching streaming like a shotgun. Just fire off everywhere. Maybe you'll build up a fan base somewhere. I think Facebook has been more gracious than a lot of the other platforms. I seem to get more views on Facebook than I do anywhere else. Because YouTube, like I said, is very algorithm-based. And it's very, you know, much a single area platform. Like, people only go to YouTube to watch gamers if it's like PewDiePie. People might only go to Mixer. You have numbers. I wouldn't say numbers. I mean, I'd say that if I rounded off the total between each platform, it might be, if I'm lucky, 30. If I'm lucky. But I haven't counted them in a while because I don't think a lot of the people that even subscribe to me or follow me really even watch the channel too frequently. Where do you think you're going, buddy? Oh shit, I just used my flare gun. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, I've also noticed, too, that recently, since I've actually started making my own thumbnails, that I've probably gotten more views now than I did before, because I didn't used to do thumbnails. And then I just started designing my own thumbnails because I guess it's like clickbait almost. It stands out more than, like, you know, the generic stock, you know, thumbnail. Because I think my YouTube actually has the thumbnail. I don't know if the Twitch stream has the thumbnail. I probably would have had to have updated it, maybe. But I don't even know if they do thumbnails on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, I noticed that more people tend to frequent because it's more of not what they hear, it's what they see. Well, yeah, they won't, because it's people are more drawn in, like you said, by the numbers. When they see 200 plus viewers watching it, it's what they see. They're like, oh, this person must be important because they've got 200 plus streamers, so I should just kind of... It's like trend following. People will kind of see the guy with 200 plus, or the suggested channel that has a lot of, you know, subs or viewers, and they'll gravitate towards it. They won't really stop in too frequently for, say, lower channels because they're not really interested. It would have to be something that... But then I think also because my YouTube thing is set for not made for children, because I always put no, because now, you know, YouTube has a policy. Well, yeah, the amount, because I've seen some bad channels that have had a lot of scripts viewers, and I find them to be, some of them to be completely boring. Like it just sounds like pandering. It's like sanitized streaming, like they'll feel like they're talking down to you, or they'll react to something in an extremely stupid manner that I don't particularly find funny at all. I find it to be kind of dumb. Because, you know, genuine reactions are something you can spot a mile away. Like, if somebody really does get, you know, jumped by a jump scare, you'll usually be able to tell. If somebody overreacts, you can tell that too, which I find that to be a very fake persona with a lot of streamers, and it kind of bothers me. Not that, you know, overreacting is a bad thing. I think it's just when it's used to an excess. I don't know. It just... The Witcher series? I haven't seen it yet. I know it's on Netflix because they just dropped the whole series on Netflix. I've heard mixed things about it, I guess. Some people say it's good. Other people say it's not good. Some people say it looks amazing. Some people said they didn't like the first episode, but it got better. I mean, the only contact I've ever had with the Witcher series, I think, before then was the video game and, well, the novel and the video game. Because when I bought Witcher 1, it came with Andrzej Strejkovic, or whatever the hell his name is. It's fucking Polish. But it was like a book that covers the Witcher intro. It's okay to watch once only. I'm probably sure it is, because I don't know, for some reason I don't mind fantasy, but I feel like fantasy is a hard genre to do right. Because, I mean, a lot of people don't think about it, but I was like, when you take something that's a fantasy-based genre, and you try to translate it into what would seem not too ridiculous for the viewer, it's a really hard genre to kind of work with. I heard it wasn't great because I think some people said it goes over the top with its excessive amount of, what is it, with female nudity and sex, which oddly enough, I find that to take away from a product. It's mostly because I find that if you're gonna waste 5 minutes for, you know, female nudity or sex scene, I find that you should... It's a waste of space. Like, you could put more exposition and more story development into that chunk of frame you tried to pack full of nudity. I used to joke all the time and say that, okay, if they're going to be so gratuitous and showing sex scenes all the time, why don't they just start showing gratuitous taking a shit scenes? And somebody was like, why? And I'm like, because that's the equivalent to what it is. It's essentially wasting my time showing a scene depiction that has no purpose in the fucking film or product. Oh god, I gotta get the fuck out of here before I die. The Witcher 3? I think I played part of Witcher 3. I didn't finish it. I still have it. Because I still own the second Witcher, and I think I might own the first Witcher on PC. Which I like the second one. I think I probably got a quarter of the way into Witcher 3. I don't know, for some reason, I don't know why I didn't finish it. Like, maybe it's just because the controls felt dated. The way it handled. Not that the visuals were bad. I actually like the visuals, and said you can't hate the Geralt character. Oh, shit. I think I probably need to at least finish the third game so I can, hopefully finish the story arc about the Wild Hunt and shit, because I know that that was a big topic in the second game, is that Geralt's wife was whisked away in the Wild Hunt. I think the only plus is that CD Projekt Red finally signed an agreement with the author of The Witcher, Andrzej, so it means that in the future there probably might be more Witcher-based content, because there was a whole lawsuit dispute going on with that and a whole drawn-out legal battle for the longest time. But I think with that cleared up, they came to an amicable agreement, so there should be more content eventually for, or another game maybe. I think it was mostly because the writer was stupid and he took a lump sum payment rather than taking the full amount. Because originally when they signed the agreement with CD Projekt Red, the CD Projekt Red approached him with the idea to make a game off of The Witcher. Well, essentially what happened is this guy was an idiot, and he said, well, it's not going to make any money. I don't give a shit. Give me my fucking money now. So he took the money, and what happened is the game became a commercial success. So then he whined and complained about it, that it wasn't fair that they had made so much money off of it, and he didn't. So they didn't have to sign a new agreement. So I guess it was this whole legal dispute over it to readjust what he deserved, which I guess you could say is fair. I mean, what he deserves to think he made. I mean, he did fuck himself over. But I think that they realize the nature of it, that if they don't give him what he wants, that type of, bad publicity could end very poorly for them. So I think they signed a new agreement recently, and I think it's on track to make more Witcher-based products, obviously after Cyberpunk 2022 comes out, that they're just now coming out this year. Which that's been mired in its own controversy recently. Because a lot of the SJW brigades weren't happy about Cyberpunk 2022, which I don't know why. I personally think everybody in 2019 now flips out over nothing at this point. I mean, it used to be that there actually used to be real offense. Now everybody just sees a character that doesn't fit their motif and they throw a tantrum. Yeah, I still have The Witcher 3. I don't have it installed, but I still have The Witcher 3. It's sitting on my Steam library. I have The Witcher 2 in my Steam library too, which I finished that one. Let's pick up some shotgun ammo. No, grab the shotgun ammo. Oh, I had the max amount of shotgun ammo. That's a plus. Yeah, I probably should reinstall it at some point and finish playing it. It might be more of an incentive to play it if I'm streaming it, because then at least other people who haven't seen it, or other people who get a kick out of watching people play stuff that they probably haven't played before, is at least a benefit. It helps you finish stuff. What games do I have installed now? Let me pause this for a second. I don't think I have too many installed. Where's my Steam? The Seventh Guest, Boogeyman, Boogeyman 2, Deceit, Depth, DLC Quest. I don't know why I still have that installed. The Emulator, Friday the 13th Killer Puzzle, Frio 2, Memory of My Sister, Hitman Blood Money. That's always good for a few laughs. Manhunt, Marie's Room, Max Payne 2. I still have Nightcry installed. No More Room in Hell, Oregon Trail 2 Director's Cut, the Orville Interactive Fan Experience, Outbreak, The New Nightmare. I wanted to play Outbreak, but I haven't even gotten around to playing that yet. Payday the Heist, Portal 2, Postal 2, Saturday Morning RPG, Star Trek Online, Still Life, Team Fortress 2, and for some reason World of Guns, Disassembly. I know, it probably would be. I think I've tried doing that before, just like play something because everybody else was like watching. I think when Game of Thrones was on its season finale, I was streaming the Game of Thrones video game that came out, but I don't think anybody dropped in to see that, which was kind of sad, I guess. Because the game was kind of bad, but it was kind of fun. Yank that cord, Alan. Oh, I just got knifed to death. That was great. I probably should reinstall it, though. I just had to clear some space out, because it seems like my hard drive, with games getting as big as they are now, it just sucked all the life out of my hard drive. I should have bought a terabyte. I think I only bought like a 500 gig hard drive. What's the time where you are? Let's see. It's 7:14 p.m. 7:14 p.m. Which I think is, what, Midwest or something? Yeah, it's not. Ow, what the fuck? I dodged. Wait, what the fuck? This gun isn't loaded? Oh, dearie. Okay, I dodged. Okay, fuck you, Dodge. 2 a.m. there. I'm trying to think of where that would be. What, East Coast? Maybe I can't remember. East Coast is behind. No, it's ahead. Shit. Fuck, I wish it were 2 a.m. I'd already be sleeping and I would be starving because it's Christmas. Ah, missed. Oh, come on. How did I miss twice? Oh. Monaco and France. Oh, shit. Oh, so it's overseas. Overseas. That's probably why, because I think since I live in the US, it's different. Ow, what the fuck is going on here? Ow, god damn, everything's killing me. Just a random flashbang here. Oh, great. Hitman 2? I played Hitman 2. I actually have the whole collection. I've got Hitman 1, 2, Contracts, Blood Money, Absolution. I didn't like Absolution too much, but I think it's mostly because Absolution felt too linear. Two had a decent ending. I just like Blood Money because I think Blood Money was like hands down the best Hitman game they had, just because the whole ending was just such a glorious piece. Oh, you're talking about the seasonal ones. I have the other one that I have on console. I had the Season 1 or whatever it was, the first one they released that was in, like, episodic content, which wasn't that bad. I didn't get the second one, but I know that everybody said the second one was pretty good, too. I mean, it was a step back in the right direction, because I thought Absolution was too story-based. I mean, not like story-based and like there was a storyline. There obviously going to be a storyline, but I feel like it was too linear in that respect. There we go. Cauldron Lake, here we come. Alan's kind of tired. I never do as I'm told. Alan's just slow walking. I did not sign up for this. Movies? I don't know, mostly horror. You know, sometimes action, but I think it depends. I think horror is probably the main genre I watch because I know so much about it. Huh. That's probably not a good idea. Did that even do anything? Okay. Oh, birds. You guys want some of this too? Okay. Yeah, mostly horror. I think it's because I watched so many 80s horror movies as a kid. I used to remember all the... I mean, I still probably can remember most of the dates for half the ones that came out in the 80s. No, the clicker. Oof. Damn, my finger still hurts. Go with God, my Alan.
Hell.
Shh, baby.
Was
You
that
were
your
having
name?
a bad dream.
Ooh, I'm not buying that shit.
It was
Never.
just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Oh, and good night to you too. Have a great night. You know, hopefully you had a wonderful Christmas or whatever it is.
The power's out. Turn
If it's
lights.
even Christmas anymore.
Come
Actually,
back
it's
to
not.
bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear in the dark.
I'll probably sure I'll see you later anyway. I could set up my next stream at some other time.
You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman?
Fuck you, Hartman.
Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
Ow.
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light.
Mr. Scratch.
Don't mind him. He's Mr. Scratch. Your friends will meet him when you're gone.
An homage to Twin Peaks with the other Dale Cooper that he meets in the Black Lodge. Gotta paint the scene out.
I followed the idea of a bath.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what do you say? You can't.
You don't love me.
I'd written
How
myself.
could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on. What are you doing, Alan? Stop. Put the light back on.
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened. You're not my Barbara.
I promised to be good. Please, I'm tiny, not bored.
Bird leg cabin. Bird legs, bird legs.
I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Well, that's the only thing you can fill hearts with, darkness. Barbara Yeager.
Now you will never get her back.
Just go in there.
I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art.
It's okay, I'm just gonna plunge my fist through your heart cavity.
Someone else to dream me free.
Oh. Okay, let's see what we've got here. It seems like...
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement.
It's not a
But the
lake.
scales always need to balance.
It's an
Everything
ocean.
has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light. Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Screw you, Barbara Yaga. And all of this took place over the course of one night. Alan rested his head knowing that his wife, Alice, was back home safe while he was rotting in the fucking cabin! The fucking cabin's great! I love it! I want to swim faster than that. Nothing like popping up on the side of the shores of a mountain in your damn underwear and a tank top t-shirt. I'm just thinking, if this town's such a low population, after all those demons kind of possessed everybody, I just feel like the population just got a whole lot smaller. Oh, come on. You made it. I'm the one that's gonna be stuck in a fucking cabin. Ow. And the car's not there anymore, so you gotta walk like 50 miles out of the woods in your underwear. It's great. Sounds like my life. Gotta walk 50 miles to the nearest town in your underwear. You have to walk 50 miles to the nearest town in your underwear in Night Springs. Picture this. You wake up having no recollection of anything that has come before. You think to yourself, why am I in my underwear? And you start walking to Bright Falls. There's always a balance. I think that's what he's putting forth, is there's always a balance. There's a price that has to be paid for everything. Like, you can't just assume to balance out. It's sort of like how the monkey's paw. You know, they have that monkey's paw that Jacobs wrote, or whatever the hell that story was. And it was a story about them making wishes on the fucking monkey's paw. Well, the problem is, every time they tried to make something happen, it would always twist it. And every time... And what is it? Every time they try to rectify it with another wish, it would once again cause more problems. So the thing is, the only way you could right the scale, and the only way you could rectify it is by giving something for something. So in the end, you pretty much realize that you have to set everything back straight and start it all over again. Control to Major Tom. Check protein pills and put your helmet on. I wish I had the tabs for this, but I don't. Ignition and may God's love be with you. I don't even know what the fucking chords are. Oh, this is ground control to Major Tom. Bound up papers, want to know whose shirts you wear. Above the world. Here's B flat. Then there's nothing I can do. Wait, did it actually stop the stream in mid play? That's fucking dumb.